position, standing 6'8", number 12, Tobias Harris. The underdog, 6 feet 10 inches, number 25, Ben Simmons. At the second position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 21, Joel Embiid.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action. K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And a look at the injury situation. 2 players injured. One of their stars is out. Something they're going to have to overcome tonight.
2 players injured. One of their stars out. Something they'll have to dig deep to overcome.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Harris. And it's McConnell in at the point. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve? Or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point, you already know what you got, Kevin. And so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do. And that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. Here's Harris. Simmons looking it over. It's stolen by Morris. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Kennard. Basket good.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
And Embiid gets it to go.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now, here's McConnell. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Milton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Now, here's McConnell. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Morris. Over Harris. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And Embiid has got the ball here for the 76ers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
Kennard. Harris passes to Cousins. And the Clippers miss again. 76ers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Here's Harris. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, Tobias just going strong that time.
Clippers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now, here's Kennard. Defended by Milton. 5 on the clock. Kennard kicks to Harris. And just miss after miss right now.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Harris. And there's the pass to Milton. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Joel Embiid. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Maxey's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Tobias Harris. Clippers trail by 6. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here's Jackson. 9 points last game out. They get the rebound. Got a hand on it. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we'll be right back after this. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
You know, this game, you know, it's a physical game, obviously, but, you know, a lot of it is mental. So, you know, just, you know, making sure you're thinking while you're out there is, you know, one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
They've got Simmons. Hill is out there with Maxey. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Korkmaz at the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. It's his first trip to the line.
Ben Simmons.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Simmons.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year. Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Portis. Harris comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. The Clippers also making some changes. Morris is checked in for Zubac. Harris comes in for Justin Holiday. And it's Kennard in for James. Clippers trail by 6. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Simmons. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
I'd like to see George Hill distribute to his teammates a heads-up play there.
Hill against Kennard. Harris outside. Out to Morris. There's the 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
Milton finds Hill. No good. Shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Clippers trailed by 5. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Kennard. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
An elite rim protector, Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. 76ers on top. They lead by 5. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 5. Kenny, what was your impression?
Tremendous game so far for Simmons. He's really on the offensive end of the floor. This is the production you want from him every night.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers?
It's hard to believe they're still in the game with the way they play defense. I do believe in miracles. They're allowing over 60% shooting from the field. Listen, I bet the coach is giving them a very strong lecture right now.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the 3rd quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
Yeah, avalanche warning in this one. He is just on a roll.
Clippers trail by 5. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for the Clippers right now, TJ McConnell is out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite tools, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And so he makes both from the line. The 76ers leading by 3. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Embiid. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And the man just brings his lunch pail and goes to work. What sets Embiid apart is he does it with such ease.
Now, here's Kennard. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Back to McConnell. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta. McConnell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Harris outside. Now here's Simmons. He's tightly guarded. Shoots from the right block. The shot, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Harris kicks to McConnell. Kennard finds McConnell with a tie, and Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Bobby Portis is checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Marcus Morris. Justin Holiday comes in for Harris. And James subbed in for Luke Kennard.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Trailing by 2. James outside. Cousins against Embiid. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. For the Clippers, Serge Ibaka. He's checked in for Cousins. And it's Jackson in for James. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Portis, the pass to Embiid. Good. Embiid's got 8.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
McConnell passes to Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Bobby Portis.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws. 81% as a team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He hits both from the stripe. .51 seconds left to play in the third. Embiid inside. Zubac defending. The layup missed.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Holiday. Kept alive. Shots good by Ibaka.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
Here's Embiid. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 10 points for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. It's Jackson with the drive. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Jackson's got the game tied up here for the Clippers.
I tell you, one thing Jackson has never lacked: confidence. I mean, when he gets a look, Reggie always believes his next shot will be his best one.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. 76ers lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Portis. Tobias Harris is out there with Simmons. Then it's George Hill, and it's Milton in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And he gets the bucket. Portis has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Philadelphia. Clippers trail by 4. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Jackson looking around. Out to the wing. Ibaka wide open. He fires. No good from the wing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Jackson down low. Simmons is there. Jackson misses.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away. And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
This team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Here's Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
To the inside, Simmons. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Simmons got the lead up to 8 now for the 76ers. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Ibaka for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 10. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. A moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Joel Embiid.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Teron Lewis, he talked with the team. He told his guys, that team is not going to give it to us. We have to take it. That means staying aggressive and playing with no fear. Kevin, back to you.
And the rejection by Embiid. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within single digits. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The 76ers leading by 8 to the middle. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Zubac.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Kennard's shot is off.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Harris inside the line. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the 76ers lead by 10.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
That's good from Harris on the assist from Simmons.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
It's good.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
And so the 76ers can now just hold on to the ball. Here's Embiid. That one goes. Count it.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to Kennard. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And with our
Here's Patterson. Nails the tray.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
So Philadelphia wins it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, you took over offensively. What went into finding that rhythm?
I thought I got the shots that I wanted, and I played into the flow of the offense, and my teammates were fouling me, so I just knocked down some shots.
Well, they were smart to look for you, man, because you had it going on, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.